Good morning, kids. How are you today? Hope you have slept well and you have begun the day well. Always remember to start your day with a smile, as a smile can bring happiness in other life. Sugarcane cultivation started a long time ago with the beginning of the settlement in Mauritius. Let's trace the event in the history of sugarcane industry in Mauritius. 1694, 17th century. Sugarcane was first introduced by the Dutch from Java to Mauritius. I have circled Java on the map for you to be able to identify. Dutch bring mainly sugar to make arak. In 1694, sugarcane was produced for the first time in Mauritius by the Dutch. 18th century. With the arrival of the French in the 18th century, Labourdonnais established the first sugar estate at Villeneuve and Ferney. At the bottom you can have Ferney Sugar Estate. 19th century. The sugar industry expanded in the 19th century under the governorship of Sir Robert Farquhar. Sugarcane was exported to Britain. More and more sugarcane was cultivated. More mills were built and sugar production increased. Sugarcane was most cultivated in the 19th century during the British rule, as it was a crop which was more resistant to cyclone. The number of mills reached its peak in the year 1858 with 333 sugar mills over the island. With an increase in sugar production, more land were used for sugarcane. We had more factory and more sugar. Sugarcane field replaced most of the native forest. Forest was cleared to grow more sugarcane. Big sugar mills gradually took over the activities of smaller mills. The smaller mills were closed down. 20th century. This process known as centralization had been happening all throughout the 20th century. Means small factory closed down and the work was took over by big factories. And nowadays we have only 3 main factories operating in Mauritius. We will study them later. Another development in the sugar industry with new technology, better machine, and the idea of reducing the cost of production, which means less labor is being used, machine has replaced labor, and the cost has decreased. Here are some machines using to cut sugarcane on the field. Here we come to an end of our sugar industry. Hope you have learned more about the sugar industry and its development in Mauritius. Thank you for your attention and for being with me.